Malik Idrisu is a senior high school graduate. He sat for the West African Senior High School Certificate Examination (WASSCE) in 2017. Unfortunately, he could not make the needed grades to proceed to the university. In a rather unusual scenario, he decided to go back to junior high school and joined final year students of Rema International School in Yendi to resit the Basic Education Certificate Examination. He proceeded to senior high school again and has just completed, awaiting his results. He tells Citi News about his experiences and more especially what accounted for his unusual decision.
Well, the thing that caused our failure in the school was because of we were lacking the materials for studies. And then we lacked some of the teachers too. We were not having enough teachers to take other subjects. Subject like science. It was one teacher who would take as A, as B, as C, and then D. And sometimes the lessons do merge. So when it's time for him to be in our class, he will have to struggle and then do little and go to the next class.
Over the last 10 years, basic and senior high schools in the northern region have been at the bottom of the BEC and WASSCE score table. Data from the Ghana Education Service indicates that in 2019, 15 public senior high schools scored less than 5% out of a total of 27 senior high schools who participated in the West African Senior High School Certificate Examination, while 16 scored less than 5% out of 28 senior high schools in 2020. The percentage of students passing 6 subjects, including core subjects, in 2017 was 6% and 9.3, 11.3% in 2019, 2020 respectively. In the case of the junior high schools, the general performance of schools in 2019 stood at 38.4%. However, the figure increased a little over 44% in 2020. While expressing their worry, civil society organizations in the northern region insist the phenomenon, if not checked, could impede future development and further deepen the poverty level of the people. Mr. Awal Mohammed speaks on the matter.
We are struggling when it comes to education. And if we want to reduce or eliminate the poverty that we've been talking about, then we must prioritize education.
He thinks the lack of interest by parents and traditional authorities in the education of children is a contributory factor to the poor outcomes.
When was the last time you had some kind of dialogue between traditional authority and education authority on education matters? It's difficult.
NORSAC, a civil society organization, has now enlisted the support of chiefs in the northern region to address the problem. As part of this initiative, a forum was organized for members of the Regional House of Chiefs to deliberate on the matter. Some chiefs expressed concern about poor infrastructure, the attitude of some teachers, and inadequate teaching and learning materials in the schools.
I was in Tamamitu. In fact, when I go back to Nanumba South, I saw a different kind of infrastructures. In fact, I'm even regret for being going there. You go to the school, the children will go and fetch water and wash the ground before they can sit. What time will you teach them? What time the class will dry? Because there are no doors. And the zinc too, the wind has destroyed it. Any political person come when we invite him, we send him to, never, no one will do it. So we are, government too have got a lot of things to do. And the textbooks, we are appealing to the government. He should try as much as possible and give us the textbooks.
Now, if you stand and look at the person presenting a lesson, you will see that it's a failure. So we have to actually wake up and see how we update our teachers so that they can impart the knowledge into the children.
The chiefs have, however, resolved to synergize efforts and strategies to achieve a better result in the educational sector in the northern region.
If each traditional authority takes the pain to see what is happening at the educational sector in their various traditional areas, it will help the situation. So I want to say that all the paramount chiefs and divisional chiefs in this house should make it a point that if we get to our various traditional areas, we should try as much as possible to contact our district directors, the district chief executives, to, as a matter of urgency, organize district educational review meetings.
Going to visit the schools and talk to the youth as well as the staff from time to time to encourage them and to understand the problems that are there. What they have cited is very, very abysmal. It is not what we expect to be happening here.
Other actors have suggested the use of play-based method of teaching and learning and continuous monitoring of schools in order to improve the performance of pupils in the northern region. For Citi News, I am Dinah Ungwan, Tamale.